Ajax maintain their lead at the top of the table over in the Dutchlands, of course, with a 5-point cushion over their nearest and dearest PS bloody V. But will, of course, that gap shrink or, of course, extend this week? We'll take a little look next. Prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 24 over into Eindhoven on the shader Eredivisie, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscriber to keep you bang up to date with all things Rovers related, Eredivisie related, world football related. We're going to all hit it, boys. Under one, Ruski. That's right. Of course, Ajax, of course, squeaks by Willem II, I think, was it? Of course, this past weekend to maintain their, of course, their lead at the top of the table. So did PS bloody V. They kept up, of course, their winning run, and of course, just 5 points adrift right here, right now. But what's going to happen, of course, the next round of matches, we'll get into it shortly. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs there, the Patreons, guys. Thank you for your love, of course, behind the scenes. I really do appreciate it. So let's jump in the deep end and, of course, revisit the results of last week. Of course, kicking it all off with AZ Alkmaar 2-1 winners over Heracles Almelo. I got that one bang on the nose, guys. Bang on the bloody nose. Utrecht could only muster a draw against the Vitesse Arnhem. I thought it was going to be a tight game, but 1-1 it was in the end. Feyenoord 3-1 winners over Cambuur. 3-0 was my pick. Fortuna Sittard against Sparta was postponed. We'll have to do that another day. Of course, then NEC Nijmegen against RKC Waalwijk was a draw. Zwolle picked up a draw against Groningen, 1-1 in the end. Of course, PSV with a 3-1 win over Heerenveen, got that one bang on the nose. And my boys, of course, FC Twente pick up a 2-2 draw against Go Ahead Eagles. And of course, wrapping up, it was, of course, that 1-0 win for Ajax. Just the 1-0, just to get over the line in the end. So the big boys, Feyenoord, PSV and Ajax doing what they do, and that was win. As you can see, the table looks like this. Ajax, of course, 5 points clear over PSV. Of course, whoever got a 1-point clearance over Feyenoord as well. Then, of course, the chasing bloody pack. Down the foot, PSC, Zwolle going down, Sparta, Rotterdam, also in a bit of trouble. Fortuna Sittard also in that discussion as well. And you can't rule out Willem II. Look at Go Ahead Eagles. They've, of course, had a good season, but of course, it's starting to get sucked into that relegation discussion as well. We'll see how it all pans out next time around then, shall we? Let's get in the deep end. Of course, revisit the prediction league, who's doing well, and take a bloody bow. A couple of you guys, Winky, James BFC are great, Russell Frost and Jordan. I guess a 6 out of 8 there. I think that's pretty good scores there, guys. Well done to you. And of course, take a look at the master leaderboard. When I say the master leader, I mean the mini leaderboard for the back end of the season. Second half, we've got a second race on our hands, and Jordan leads the charge on that one, 33 points on the board, but Russell Frost is in second with Winky in third, brother. That's right, of course. After the conclusion of this week's matches, we'll be jumping into, of course, a new month. So, of course, the prediction of the month and, of course, an update of the tables will be brought to you very, very soon. So, take a look at, of course, the link if you want to get involved. It is free to enter Cutley/Dutch. Get in amongst it, type it in, of course, and have a good bit of fun. It is free. And, of course, we'll be looking at these games next. So, let's jump in the deep end, of course, and have a look at them. AZ Alkmaar. I'm going to take it on final. Bit of a zinger to open us all up. That match will actually be on Sunday, February the 27th, the penultimate day of the month. Wow. Of course, played each other 52 times since 1996. 13 wins for AZ, of course, 29 wins for Feyenoord. I've got 10 draws. Now, AZ coming to this 92% form, just one draw in the past 6. The rest have been wins. Meanwhile, Feyenoord coming to this just 1 defeat in the past 6. 83% form for them as well. Last time around over in AFAS Stadion, that was over in Alkmaar, was a 4-2 win for AZ. I was back in February 2021. The reverse fixture in Feyenoord this season, way back in the November, was a 1-0 win for Feyenoord. Coming at you, Feyenoord picking up a 3-1 win over Cambuur. Of course, AZ picking up a 2-1 win over Almelo. Coming at you, the odds for this one, we've got Heracles Almelo. What am I talking about? Heracles Almelo. I mean, AZ Alkmaar 31-20 for the victory, 23-10 is your draw, and 29-20 is your away. It's quite tight, this one. Could go either way. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win though for the hosts here. And of course, that will dent Feyenoord's race for the title. I still them in the title race, and we'll see about that one. Kicking off forward though, Groningen up against Willem II. That's on Saturday, February the 26th. Now these two sides have played each other 49 times since 1993. 19 wins for Groningen, 20 wins for Willem II, and 10 draws. Groningen coming to this just 1 defeat the past 4 games for them. Up against the Willem II side, just 1 win and 6, 17% form over the Hitachi Capital Mobility Stadium, of course. Now these two sides played each other last time around at this stadium. It was back in November 2020. It was a 1-1 win for Groningen. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture back in, of course, September, match number 5, was a 2-1 win for Willem II. For this one, kicking off over Groningen, picking up a draw last time against Zwolle. Of course, Willem picking up a 1-0 loss against Ajax. They haven't scored in back-to-back games now. Looking at the odds for this one, we have Groningen 11-10 for the victory, 11-5 is your draw. 14-5 is your away win. That's 11-10 on. So Groningen are your help favourites here. Going to give it to them as well with a 2-0 win for me on this one. Kicking off forward, it would be Go Ahead Eagles. They're going to be taking on Ajax. A bit of a zinger away win here, I'm sure. Played each other 15 times since 1983. Of course, no wins for Go Ahead Eagles. 40 wins for Ajax and just 1 draw. Just 1 win in 5 though for Go Ahead Eagles right now. 50% form up against the Ajax side, who have won 6 on the bounce. In fact, they haven't lost none of the last 33 away games. Wow. Of course, last time out at the De Alder Host, it was a 3-0 win for Ajax. That was back in August 2016. And yes, Ajax haven't conceded a goal against Go Ahead Eagles for, what are we looking at, 6 years, something like that. 6 years, goodness gracious me, the last 4 occasions anyway. Of course, Go Ahead Eagles pick up a 2-2 draw against Twente. Meanwhile, Ajax pick up a 1-0 win at Willem II, and they're also coming to us on the back of 4 clean sheets on the bounce. Looking at the odds for this one then, 12-1 is your Go Ahead Eagles, 7-1 on is your Ajax, and 6-1 is your draw. Going to go with a 3-1 win for Ajax on this one to take it to the house. Heracles Almelo will be taking on PEC Zwolle. That's on, of course, Saturday, February the 26th. And now these two sides, according to my house, played each other 23 times in 2004. 10 wins for Heracles Almelo, 8 wins for Zwolle, and 5 draws. Of course, Heracles Almelo coming to this winning the 50% form right now. 1-2 lost, 2 drawn, 2 of the last 6. Meanwhile, Zwolle coming to this just 1 defeated past 6 for them, 67% form. Of course, at the Ove Alsto, played each other last time around there. Of course, it was a 2-1 win for Heracles Almelo back in March 2021. That was, of course, last season. The reverse fixture in Zwolle this season back in October was a 1-1 win for Zwolle. Zwolle did draw with Groningen last time around. Of course, Heracles Almelo picked a loss against AZ Alkmaar. The odds though for this one, we do have Heracles Almelo 20-17 on. They are your red hot favourites. 30-5 is your away win. That's Zwolle, and 5-2 is your draw. Could go with a 1-1 draw here myself on this one. Point split right down the middle on this. RKC Waalwijk taking on FC Twente. That's on Friday. Vrijdag, they say over in the Dutchland at the Mademaker Stadion. Played each other 47 times in 1993. He's 30 wins for Waalwijk, 22 wins for Twente, and 12 draws, of course. Waalwijk though without a win in 4 now, 42% form. Meanwhile, Twente just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 58% form at the moment. Of course, last time around though, over in Waalwijk, it was a 2-1 win for Waalwijk. That was back in May 2021. The reverse fixture though in Twente, in Enschede, was a 2-1 win for Twente back in, of course, December. Waalwijk pick up a draw last time around against Nijmegen, and of course FC Twente pick up a 2-2 draw against Go Ahead Eagles last time around. The odds though for this one, 2-1 is your hosts, 11-10 is your Twente, and 23-10 is your draw. I'm backing the boys here. 2-0 win for Twente on this one, on the road, 3 points in the bag. Kicking on forward, it will be Cambuur up against Fortuna Sittard. That's of course taking place on Samstag, the 26th of Feb. Played each other 31 times since 1998. 11 wins for Cambuur, 14 wins for Sittard, and 6 draws. Of course, Cambuur then won in the last 9 games. They come to 4 defeats on the bounce, 17% form for them. Up against Sittard, of course, back-to-back wins for them, 42% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around over in Cambuur was a 1-0 win for Cambuur. That was in the Eredivisie. That's of course the second tier out in the Dutchland. That was of course back in November 2017. The reverse fixture, of course, over in Sittard was a 1-0 win for Sittard way back in, of course, October 2021. Cambuur losing the final last time around. Of course, Groningen also lost to Sittard last time around. Sittard have actually got back-to-back clean sheets at the moment, back-to-back wins, like I said. Even Stevens is your Cambuur, 9-4 is your Sittard, 9-4 is your draw. Quite tight this one. Going to go with the 1-0 win for the hosts for Cambuur to take it to the house. Kicking off order be Heerenveen up against Utrecht, of course, over in Heerenveen. That's on Zondag. They played each other, according to my eyes, around about 64 times in 1993. 22 wins for Heerenveen, 25 wins for Utrecht, and 17 draws. However, Heerenveen coming to this on a losing streak of 7 games in a row. They've lost 7 on the bounce. Up against the Utrecht side, who've just 1 defeat past 4 for them, for 50% form for them as well. Last time out, in Heerenveen, it was a 0-0 draw back in May 2021. The reverse fixture over in Utrecht, that was back in October, was a 2-1 win for Utrecht as well. The away side hasn't won this game since Utrecht beat Heerenveen back in 2018. Goodness gracious me. Heerenveen picked up a 3-1 loss against Eindhoven. Utrecht picked up a draw against Vitesse Arnhem on this. The odds though for this one, what have we got on the odds on this one? Zenschalvi? We've got Heerenveen are actually 11-5, they're actually even Stevens is Utrecht, and 5-2 is draw. I've gone tight on this one. 2-1 win there for Heerenveen, of course, going against the form book here. Maybe a surprise in the offering, but Heerenveen can be decent when they're of course on their day, but they've been shit recently. They need to win sometime, and that's the mentality I'm going to go with on this one. Kicking off forward into the final 2 is Sparta Rotterdam up against PSV on Sonntag as well. Played each other, according to my eyes, around about 38 times since 1993. 5 wins for Sparta, 20 wins for PSV, and 5 draws. Just 1 win in the past 6 games for Sparta right now. 42% form up against PSV. I never signed 1-4 on the bounce. 67% form for them at the moment. Of course, last round over in Sparta, it was a 5-3 win for Eindhoven, 8-goal thriller back in January 2021. The reverse fixture though in October was the 2-1 win for PS Bloody V. Last time that Sparta won, both either home or away, was back in 2016. It was a 3-1 win. The KMV Becker, of course. Meanwhile, Sparta coming to this on the back of a 1-0 win over Willem II. PSV pick up a 3-1 win over Heerenveen last time around. The odds though for this one, we have Sparta 11-2 for the victory, 11-4 on is your, of course, PSV, and 50-4 is your draw. Going to go with a away win here, 2-0 win for them to take it to the house. Into the final one here, we've got Vitesse Arnhem. They're going to be taking on NEC Nijmegen, of course, over in VTs. The Gelregion played each other 51 times. 22 wins for VTs, 15 wins for Nijmegen, and 14 draws. Of course, VTs come into this without a win in the last 6 games. Goodness gracious me, they've actually lost 5 and drawn just the 1. Meanwhile, Nijmegen come into this just 1 win and 5 for them, 50% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time around over at VTs, there was a 2-1 win for VTs. That's back in April 2017. The reverse fixture in Nijmegen was a 1-win win for VTs as well. VTs are unbeaten against Nijmegen in the last 3 occasions. Of course, what are we looking at here? So Viatis have got a game in midweek, of course, in the Europa Conference League. Rapid Vienna, they've of course got to try and maintain their European status in that one. So that's a bit of a sidebar. But of course, they come into this on the back of a draw against Utrecht. Meanwhile, Nijmegen also come into this on the back of a 1-1 draw against Waalwijk. The odds for this one, what do we have on this one? We are looking at 65 on Viatis, 13.5 is your on, 13.5 is your away win. Quite tight this one. Going to go with the 2-1 win for Viatis, just get over the line in the bloody end. That's it, my boys. That is it. My Pericaroos. If you want to get involved, cut your /Dutch. Of course, it's free to enter and a good bit of banter as well. If you want to join me here at Blabbering Overseas, we're trying to get, of course, budding young content creators out there, of course, to earn their trade, earn their skills right here at Blabbering Overseas, and help me out in the process. We can elaborate on that on a one-on-one chat. If you want to get involved, let me know down below in your comment section. But better still, smash me up in the old Twitter, hit me up. Of course, that way, of course, we'll get the party started. But until then, dudes, I'll see you later for the next one. Until then, we're done for now.